What's up, people? Welcome back and Happy New Year. Hopefully you guys had a healthy, fun, and positive holiday season and New Year. This is my first video of 2022. I am extremely excited for this upcoming year, and yeah, I'm feeling optimistic. I feel like this is normally how I feel the day of New Year's or the day before New Year's, when you're feeling all excited about all of these new goals and new changes and things like that. I feel like that's pretty normal. I also have a sense of, anxiety and feeling of worry that this upcoming year might not be as good as this last year, but that was also a feeling I had last year, and I outdid myself this year, and that's mainly what I want to talk about today, is just looking at things that worked for me last year, things that I plan on doing this year, and, just chatting a little bit with you guys and giving you a little motivation going into the new year and maybe offering a new perspective. Before we begin, I just want to share this quick note. So if you guys are interested in some of the music that I choose for my videos and a lot of the stuff that I like, which are kind of tribal, ambient, cinematic stuff, click the link in the description. You'll be headed to my playlist on MusicBed. And check out some of the stuff that I like, some of the artists that I like. So hopefully this playlist will give you a new perspective on music and some really cool opportunities for your videos. So now let's get into today's video. So last year was a really big year for me. A lot of things happened, a lot of monumental changes, a lot of small changes, and a lot of really good things, and also a lot of really bad things happened. But I think that's part of growth, and I think that's part of just going through every year, day at a time. And some of the things that I really want to hone in on, I think I did a video on this last year or some time ago, is just, overcoming obstacles and challenges and facing your fears. And I think that's the big topic of today's video, because that was one of the biggest proponents for me this year. One of the biggest challenges. Starting the year in 2021, I was at my mom's house living with my mom and my grandmother. And at the end of 2021, I am in my own apartment, living by myself in a brand new city. So this year was full of challenges, full of opportunity, and full of things that I never expected. And that is all thanks to me deciding to jump off the cliff and get out of my comfort zone and feel something that isn't good. I think sometimes we all, myself included, strive to this feeling of, I want to feel good. I want to feel, satisfied. I want to feel not worried. And yes, I think that's extremely important, and I think that's extremely valuable. And yes, I love that feeling of, I accomplished something. I feel good. I feel safe. I feel comfortable. But I tend to think more in terms of, my feeling of comfortability is more in the realm of being uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the reason why I want to make this a topic is because I think I really want to challenge each and every one of you this upcoming year to do something that you wouldn't normally do. Do something that you are afraid to do. It took me months to even really decide to move out of my house. I've been thinking about moving out for a year, and it really took me a long time to actually decide that I wanted to do that. And without making that jump, and if I were still living at home in my old town where I was, I would be nowhere near where I am today in my career, as a person, as an artist, as a human. And that is really all because I decided to take that leap of faith and jump. Now, why did moving create such an opportunity for me that I maybe didn't have staying at home? And the reason is, getting out of your comfort zone requires a lot of things to happen in your life. It requires sacrifice. It requires sacrifice of hanging out with your friends, going out to parties and bars and drinks, and doing all things that you really, want to do with your friends. And what it means is, focusing. It means looking at the goals that you set, looking at the trajectory that your life is on, and moving in that direction. And I think for me, prior to moving out, I was very comfortable with doing some jobs here and there and growing at a very slow pace as a DP and, doing some one-man band stuff, but also being at home. I had a lot of distractions. I was comfortable, just going out, doing things, hanging out with friends and stuff like that. And I slowly realized that time was moving on faster and faster, and my ability to grow was not as quick. And I don't know if that makes sense per se, but for me, it made sense. It clicked in my head. And once I realized that I wasn't growing at the rate that I really wanted to, and I knew that I could, and I knew that I had the potential to grow at, I realized that something needed to change. And part of me moving out was wanting to have a huge, brand new challenge in my life. I wanted to put my back against the wall. I needed that pressure, and I've talked about this in another video, so I'm not going to dive too deep into that. But having that pressure on my back and forcing myself to go out and network and meet new people and collaborate with people in a brand new city and, try to force my way into an industry that has people already connected with each other, that have been with each other for years. And me being the new guy in town, I had to allow people to see me for who I am and what I can offer them as a new perspective, because this is a brand new city. So by me forcing myself to get out of my comfort zone of meeting new people, being in a new city, having the bills and the rent. So now I have all of these things that are really making me more like an adult. And for me, that motivates me. And that might not be for everybody. And this scale of a cliff that I jumped off of might not be for everybody. The result of me jumping off that cliff 10x'd everything that I could have thought of. I tripled my income every single month. I met some amazing new people that will seriously forever hold a place in my heart as far as people that I look up to as mentors, people that taught me things these past couple months, people that I aspire to be like, people that have amazing ideas, people that want to learn from me, people just amazing people that I would have never have crossed paths with. And I think that's the beauty of our industry, is sometimes getting out of your comfort zone means meeting new people that you wouldn't have met. And I am honestly so grateful to have met so many people this year, because I grew as a person. I gained so many new perspectives on life and art and film and everything. I know I'm rambling. I'm rambling a lot, but I think this is okay for this video. I just want to, lay it all out, because I feel like I'm having like a therapy session in a way. In conclusion to my rambling, I just want to challenge you guys to find something that you've been seeking, find something that you have been looking for and wanting to try, or you've been like dipping your toes in the water, but you haven't fully committed yet. This is the year where you have to fully commit. If you want your dreams, you want your goals to become a reality, or start becoming a reality in your life, you can't just dip your toes in the water and just feel the temperature. You really need to just dive in and embrace what you're feeling, and embrace that troubling feeling, embrace the fear, embrace the excitement, embrace all of the positive things as well as all of the fearful things that come along with it, because without it, you are going to stay in a stagnant place. You will remain where you did in 2021. You will not move. And the goal is to move. Whether you move 1% every single day, or you move 0.5% every day, you move 0.1% every day, you move 365% in one day, you move however much you move, just keep moving. You don't want to stay stagnant, and you don't want to go backwards. And the only way for you to move forward, and the only way for you to grow, is to fully immerse yourself in that challenge, fully immerse yourself in the fear of doing something. The reason why I feel comfortable talking about a lot of this stuff, and by no means am I an expert, is because it's something that I go through every day, and it's something that I've been through, and it's something that I always will go through. I've had businesses since I've been 13 years old, starting with a DJ company when I was 13, 14 years old. I've had other businesses that have failed, and each of which have led me to the place where I am now. And I wouldn't have gotten to the place where I am now if I just stayed in my comfort zone and just, done what was comfortable for me. And that's why I feel comfortable talking, because I've always felt the need to jump off the next cliff. I've always felt the need to see what that next thing is like, because without it, I'd be in the same place as I was 5 years ago, last year. And I know that this upcoming year, I do not want to be in the same place where I am now. And not saying I'm not proud of where I am to this day. And yes, I am extremely proud of myself for what I have accomplished this past year and everything that I've done, all the people that I've met. But for the mindset of growth and for the mindset of success, I do not want to be where I am right now next year. I want to be 10 times better than where I am right now. And that's only by getting out of your comfort zone. It's only by pushing yourself to the next limit. I plan on continually pushing myself. I plan on continually getting out of my comfort zone, meeting new people, getting out of my introverted self, becoming an extrovert, becoming a really well-rounded human being, a better well-rounded human being, a friendlier person, a kinder human being, a more respectful, humble person. And not that I'm not any of those things now, it's just that I want to continue to better each of those aspects of my life. So by the end of next year, when I do another video like this at 2023, I will look at myself and say, I'm proud of what I did this year. Let's do it again next year. So that's today's message. I really hope that you found some insight into what I said today. By no means am I a motivational speaker like Mr. Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins or any of those fine gentlemen, but I do come from my dad. So if you know my dad, he is the epitome of a motivational speaker, the well-rounded speaker, the great speaker. So I think I have some of those attributes, and so hopefully I was able to deliver a message to you guys today that hit home and hopefully motivates you to get going this upcoming year. I look forward to creating more content for you guys, better content for you guys. I hope to re-motivate myself and reinvigorate the passion for YouTube that I had when I first started. And I hope to create some amazing content, and hopefully you guys continue to learn from me, and hopefully I continue to learn and grow with you guys. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great new year, a successful new year. Hopefully you guys push yourself out of your comfort zone, push your limits, test new boundaries, and become a better person than you were yesterday. Have a great day. I will see you next time. Peace out.